Yes, guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the Freeman Network game, the epic game. The season 133 has come to an end. Obviously, the last update, there was only like about, 4 or 5 games left, something like that. Well, we had a session a couple of days ago, and I knew one more session would do it. And what an ending it was. It really was fucking insane. Where to start? Let's just go straight to it. There you see. I don't know why Ian's not coloured in actually there. Why is he not coloured in? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Let's just let me just check that. Right. I'll explain why that is in a minute. So, the title went to me at the first time of asking. 3 successive promotions since I took over Man City. I didn't expect it. And I'm not just playing, reverse psychology games there. There's no doubt I was not favourites to win the title. It was definitely, in my opinion, Ian. So for me, we won the league. We also retained the not the FA Cup, the UEFA Cup, where we beat Wolves in the final for the second year running. You may recall that. We actually thrashed them. Get to that in a minute. So for me personally, it was absolutely brilliant. I said to you that I would surrender anything to win the league, and so and behold, there it was. For Pep, to finish second for Pep is actually a hell of an improvement in the last 20 odd years. Well, I'll say 20 years, but from 41 he finished runners up. But I mean, it was a much more braver attempt from Pep than normal, and he also managed to take the FA Cup as well. He beat me in the FA Cup final, so I think it was a good season all round for Pep. You may recall from the previous update, Ian had already won the League Cup, which brings us to the Champions League, and the Champions League went to the AI Chelsea. So Chelsea knocked Pep Southampton out at the semi-final stage, and they went all the way. They went all the way of finishing finishing us all off. I say all, I weren't in it, but you've got to give them credit. I watched that game actually, and Ian must have been fucking livid. What a fucking finale that proved to be. And the bizarre thing, right, with Ian finishing third, he's going to have Champions League qualifying. Chelsea, of course, won't because they're the defending champions. So he's going to have what we really refer to as 2 pre-season friendlies. But quite a remarkable end to the season. The FA Cup went like this. Pep won it very convincingly in the end. Deserved winner. Congratulations to Pep there. Congratulations to me, the UEFA Cup, although a few red cards. But we won it for the second year running. Now, let me show you something, right? You know that Colombian striker, the machine, Arias. So he's got 1 more year left on his contract, and he's just turned 36. And even before this game, I'm thinking, I might fuck him off now. I'm quite gifted up front. And then this game happened, and I'm like, I can't fucking get rid of him, can I? I can't. I mean, that is just ridiculous, isn't it? And let's be honest, right? It's a massive contribution he's made this season in order, which has led me to winning the league. 25 goals in 21 starts. I think he's probably going to have 1 more year with me. What can I say? Wolves made it to the UEFA Cup for the second year running, but the good thing is, of course, we will go to the World Club Cup. We're on an odd year, and of course we won't be up against Ian or Pep, because Chelsea, having won the Champions League, will also take their place in the World Club Cup. So that'll be about December sometime. But quite a remarkable end. I mean, to be fair, Ian did have a bit of a tough run towards the back end. Let's see now, he drew at home to Leicester, drew with Watford. He actually only just scraped through in the Champions League quarters, as you can see there. He won the first leg against Inter, lost the second leg 2-1. It wasn't no easy route through to the final. We'll get to the semi-finals in a moment. Of course, I played him in the FA Cup semi-final. I think that game might have already taken place on the last update. I can't remember. I think it had, hadn't it? Yeah. So it was quite crazy, really. Let's just have a look at the semi-final. So there you see, Pep had managed. He lost the first leg 2-1, and he was 2-1 up, and then it just all fell apart. So I think Chelsea are worthy winners. It would be fair to say they are worthy winners. So you can see then we are fast approaching season 134. unbelievable. Now, we've made some additions, and we've made some brilliant ones, to be honest with you. And the notable one that I want to point out is Basso. That is a Neymar regen. I ain't gonna lie, offered him a big contract, but trust me, offering big that is auto value. Offering the big contract don't always pay off. But it paid off for him, and that was really important. This is another reason why I was thinking about getting rid of the Colombian striker, because I'm getting quite gifted up top with strikers. I mean, I also managed to bring in, I think it's that guy there, I think I showed him before, didn't I? Gimenez looks a real beast. We also brought in this guy's Bradley Sharp. We had him coming anyway. He's not brilliant. I do think my defence is quite weak. Boris Simic, again, he's not he's not a worldie. I'm hoping he can, steady the ship. And we brought in this guy as part of an exchange, someone for the Rezzies. Now, as I said, offering a huge contract isn't always the greatest thing in the world, because we offered the same contract, that big contract, to this guy, Wim Laros, and I thought I'd get him, if I'm honest with you, and I really wanted him. I think he'd suit me. But Ian went for him, and Bastard chose Ian. So, he's a good player. I mean, particularly if you're going to use him on the wing, I think he could be, personally, I think he could be quite an assist machine, although it's not a real true reflection on his abilities, because it's unplayable. But you can see, look at last season, 13 assists, 15 goals. I'm not really 100% on that. But in terms of other players that Ian's brought in, I don't really rate that guy, if I'm truly honest with you. Gonzalez, I think he's got a great player in Gonzalez here. I think he's superb. Whether he'll make it into the first team, I don't know, but I do think he's got a couple of years in the Rezzies. He could be an absolute fucking gem. He really could. Estevez, I think is a good player, very, very good player indeed. And Fiatoza, not bad at all. Let's have a look at Pep then. I don't know if he's made any side. Oh, he's made a couple actually. Calcido, clearly somebody for the Rezzies. I think that there's an element of Pep that buys him and thinks, oh, he's a Colombian striker, maybe he's a beast. Well, Pep, it's not the same guy, all right. But nevertheless, he is a fairly decent striker, to be fair. And this guy here, Almararas, again, it's somebody for the Rezzies. And I've just thought of something actually. Let me just see. Where was shit, I forgot to point out. Did I forget to show that guy, didn't I? That's that Greek guy that I've got, defensive midfielder. And that's it then, guys. What can I say? We're not getting as many sessions in at all like we used to. But, I've said this before, it's because we have lives and shit. But I know what I want to work on. I've got my targets. I would say Pep and Ian have got their targets as well. But what a season. For me personally, I mean, even this little... oh, he's now 18 now. No, not him. I had this winger. I had a winger who I actually moved. Where did I put him? More than him. And I actually think he's done really, really well. Look at that, 17 years of age. He had a handful of games. Let me remind you here, this guy Simon Owens, I say believe, because of the balance, bravery, flair and all the positions, that is Gareth Bale. But I don't know if he's ready to step up yet. But, we've got ourselves quite a setup. I mean, in terms of my strikers, I said about getting rid of Arias because, I've got this Georgian striker who, in the 16 games that he played, look how well he did for me. We've got this German who hasn't really had a crack, but he has been playing for Germany, which of course is managed by Ian, and look at how well he's developing. So, and then of course we've got the Lewandowski regen, who has done really well as well. So we're very, very, and then of course, let me remind you, we've got the Ronaldo regen, as well as that Jimenez that we've purchased, and Basso. I think, I've got to, I mean, Stepanek, you could think I should get rid of him, but look how well he's done for me. And Stepanek, let me remind you, was one of the first players I bought when I took over Man City. One of the first players. And you can see how well he's done for me. But maybe it's time for him to move. It probably will be, to be honest with you. And maybe he hasn't really done too great for me. I picked him up as a bargain, freebie, but I think maybe it's the end of the road. Do you remember we were speaking about that? I can't remember if I was. Theo Mulder, I was going to sell him. I decided not to. The reason I decided not to was because I was going to try and use him in Part X with Pep for one of Pep's players. Now, Pep's got a player for sale, right? I don't desperately need him. But Pep, I mean, Pep, a bit bizarre really, because Pep said to me, he goes, I asked Pep, have you listed him naturally or is it transfer requested? Because there's a big difference. And he said he's transfer listed him, which I can see there. And I offered an exchange. I offered Lewandowski as an exchange. No. He offered another player. No. I offered 80 million. He said he came back with 175 million. Now, firstly, the board would not let that go through, so I didn't even bother. But the problem with Pep is I think, if the board did allow that deal to go through and he let me buy him for 175 million, which of course money is not an issue, then in my opinion it would be a bit of a mistake from Pep because he's not gaining anything from it. But nevertheless, you know, credit where it's due to Pep. He has had one of his better seasons. I think finishing second, only a few points off the pace, is massive. To be fair to Ian, still free scoring, 120 goals scored this season. Well done there. But look at Chelsea. They went all the way, didn't they? And it would have been quite remarkable had Ian had slipped up on the last game of the season, because Chelsea would have made third. But the AI Chelsea still going strong. And the shit thing about them winning the league, winning the Champions League, of course, is all these players that we are chasing are more unlikely to want to leave. And that, of course, there's a few. Osterberg, there's Latin Regen. Even though I don't need a striker, I'm going to obviously track him. I quite like this guy. Who was it now? Daman getting on, but that's Eden Hazard. That guy, Poldevar, that is Robben. And I don't know who this guy is, but just look at him. Look at that. Unbelievable. So yeah, they're huge, aren't they? They really are absolutely fucking huge. So that is where we're at then, guys. Cause it'll probably be a while before I do another update on this game, because by the time we've done pre-season and this and that, let me have a really quick look on. We said, didn't we? Let's have a look at Sweden. So Pep is Sweden. Oh, Franson. I want to fuck that guy off. Yeah, I'm going to try and fuck him off. So I think, let's see. I don't think we've had any games since, have we? No, we haven't. I think they'll both do it. I think they'll both go to Euro 2148 with ease, in all fairness. I think there's no doubt about that. I think, what is it? The top 9 and a second place. Yeah, look, he's leading second place at the minute. Only just, though, to be fair. So that'll be very interesting. I think taking Sweden was an interesting one from Pep, because I openly said that of all the international jobs that I've had, not as many as Pep, my biggest success has come with Sweden. When I took over and we finished runners-up in the Euros one year. Let me just check that. Where is it? We finished where? I can't remember where it was, but we finished. Might have been there then, maybe. Yeah, it's probably there. We finished runners-up in the Euros, where we knocked out Ian's England along the way. So that was probably, that's got to be, yeah, it was. Clearly it's there. So, and that was our best feat, to be honest with you. Sweden are not a top nation. With all due respect to the Swedish fans, they're not a massive nation. And remember, we've only got England opened on this game. So those Super Swedes are not there. And that's it, and guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to know anything about this game, the history of anything on this, pop me a message, pop me a comment, anything you want. Real quick one there, don't forget I've still got Yaya Toure there as well. But anything you want to know, fire it away. Anything you want to do on CM, let me know. Till next time from me, guys, take it easy.